hello, hello, hello.
Well, hello. How was your weekend?
My weekend was very quiet, very peaceful,
That's a good thing, right?
very
Peaceful and
restful
quiet is nice. I love peace and quiet.
and restful.
This is good too. I love peace and quiet.
Yep,
I
yep.
had a very quiet. We watched the Karate Kid. What is it? Cobra Kai. We watched a lot of Cobra Kai yesterday.
Yeah.
It was pretty good. It was pretty good.
I watched a lot of Munsters,
I
Little,
worked.
Little House on the Prairie,
Wow.
and Mama's Family.
Boy, you really went back.
Yeah.
Wow.
Back to when and the Connors. Um, back to when TV was still good and funny,
Right. Right.
interesting,
It's a
and not
little different
smutty
these
and
days. It's a little
yeah,
different these days. You know
yeah.
the subliminal messages that they put on there.
Right, right.
You know, there's a lot of subliminal that they don't. That it's crazy when they start pointing it out. It's like I missed that. Wait,
Right,
what?
right.
What?
I
It's crazy.
I know.
Um, I was waiting for everybody to come in because I got a few messages in my email. I was waiting for all these wonderful videos. I was so excited. And I got a few messages that said, "We wanted to do this and you didn't give us enough time. 3 days isn't enough time." And so they threw a big fit. And I thought, all right. So, hello, Norm from Oklahoma. Are you cold up there? You can't be too cold. Um, so we're gonna extend our video contest another couple weeks because there's some people that wanted to do it and didn't have time. But I
Norm
love the
wasn't
ones
here.
that I
Show
got.
him. Norm wasn't here. Show him.
Oh, Norm, we're giving. You can tell them the rules, and I'll show them the hat.
Okay. We're giving away this here hat. All you have to do is send in what you believe is a funny video. The funniest video you have. It's got to be yours. It can't be off the internet. It can be anything, animals, kids, humans, people falling, people, whatever. Whatever you think is funny, send it in to cattyconnie@gmail.com and it'll be entered to win that hat.
Right? And Royal Apple, thank you for your videos. You were one of the ones that were quick and fast. But I got some people that got a little aggravated that they wanted to do it. They wanted a chance to do it, just didn't have enough time. And I guess we just, when you're like me and you have nothing better to do, you think, they can get this knocked out in a day or two.
Yep.
Well,
So we do have more people in here. So just so you know, you can send your funny video to cattyconnie@gmail.com and you can win the hat.
then you can win the hat. And we have some more hats that we're going to do. And I'm thanking everybody. Heads up, I'm thanking everybody for the videos that I have received. They were some good ones. But I'm extending it because there's a few people aggravated. So I didn't mean to step on anybody's toes. So I want everyone to have a good shot at it.
Right.
So tell me your news, Linda. Tell me your news. I got late breaking news. There was that plane crash in Canada, and it was a plane that was coming from Minnesota. Minneapolis. Hello, KMM.
Hello.
I hope you heard our news. We extended our hat thing and for 2 weeks because I got some emails that some people were not happy. They didn't have enough time. So I'm giving everybody ample time here.
So I guess somebody must have blew the wind or something to knock the plane over, right?
Well, it was okay. I don't know much about aviation, but I haven't seen very many planes that flip completely over on the top side and lose a wing due to 30-mile-an-hour winds. Now, I might be crazy here. They said the gusts were 40. But isn't that normal winds in Canada and Minnesota? I mean, I know it was in Wyoming. Just saying.
I think turbulence up in the air is worse than that. We don't roll over up there. But
right?
Who are we? Who are we?
Guys, I'm going to tell you.
You can't make that stuff up.
You can't make this up. We can't make this up. But I'm going to tell you, how do I put this? I'm going to tell you what I know. This is all a distraction. These plane crashes are a distraction. Yes, they really are plane crashes. Yes, it's real, but it's a distraction. So it's like, buckle up, Buttercup. There's going to be some plane crashes and some truck crashes and some boat crashes and all this kind of stuff because they want to get your mind off of what's really going on.
Doge.
Yeah. Because right now I'm going to tell you they're going through the IRS right now. And it's not, let me get this straight to you guys. It's not what your tax return or what you got back or any of that stuff. It's where they're spending the money, where the money's going out to. And from what I understand, this one may just make the last find C minor. Mm-hmm. The other one might look like kids play.
Yep.
And if it's true, this is my feeling. I don't know how y'all feel, but this is my feeling. If our government is spending money on frivolous things while you're sitting here worrying about where your next meal's coming from, I got a problem with that.
Did you see that he came? They spent $13,000 for cups of coffee.
Now you can't. I mean, even Starbucks isn't that expensive. And they're one of the highest.
Mm-hmm. Hi, Royal Apple. Love to all too. So I got some interesting news to share.
Okay, share it. Let us have it.
Our beloved, most famous, great show that we have on air, The View. They fired Whoopi Goldberg. You heard that right. They fired Whoopi Goldberg.
Why did it take so long? Sorry.
Apparently, advertisers are pulling out because of their woke agenda. Now here's the kicker. I knew Carrie Underwood, and I think I told you guys Carrie Underwood filed a lawsuit against ABC. It was $1 billion lawsuit. And they settled for an undisclosed amount. Elon Musk has filed a defamation. It was defamation lawsuit.
Mm-hmm.
Now Elon Musk has filed $1 billion lawsuit against ABC. And they're getting so many complaints. And with the tit for tat going back with Miss Levitt. What is it, Caroline? Carolina? Carolyn Levitt. Whoopi Goldberg had the audacity and, let's say, kahunas to say, if it wasn't for the woke people, she would not be sitting in that job that she has.
Oh, they're going to look for any reason under the sun to make fun of her, find something wrong with her.
Yep.
I don't think she can do as bad as our last press secretary. Sorry, that's my own opinion. That's my opinion. I mean, I don't think she was transparent about anything.
Well, the thing is that she is highly educated. This isn't her first rodeo. This isn't her first rodeo.
Right.
And through the back and forth bashing that, and of course, Joy Behar, whatever
her name is, yeah.
I know what the word I could put in there.
Right. But, right.
Anyway, she said at one point, well, she only got the job because you think Donald Trump thinks she's a 10. How degrading. How degrading is that for a woman to say that about another woman? And needless to say, Carolyn Levitt mopped the floor with them without once uttering their names, once uttering their show. She mopped the floor with them.
Mm.
And I loved every minute of it. Every minute of it.
I think she's really intelligent, and I think she's been out in the open and transparent this whole time. There's no guessing. I love that now they're looking at the YouTube creators as a part of the press, which they never did. And they're invited to go in or can apply to go into the White House briefings. I think that's pretty special. Not that I'm close enough to even think about it, but but I think that's wonderful. And I think that they're doing a good job. And
she's also a new mom.
Yeah, I heard that.
She's a new mom on top of it.
I heard that.
And I guess there was also somebody, one of the media was talking to Melania and was talking down to her.
Why?
And Barron was there, and he stepped up. He stepped up and said, "Do not disrespect my mother like that."
Good for Barron.
Good for him. Good boy. Right. Good boy.
Because we don't have that much of those good boys anymore.
Nope. He did a good job. Yes.
Oh, ma'am. Minus 25. Oh, my gosh. Oh, minus 50. That is so cold.
I was just telling Connie before we came on that it's so 10 degrees here. That's just
you guys. And I was complaining that it was 65.
Telling me she had to turn her furnace or her fireplace on.
Man,
that's beach weather.
Well, when I first moved here, I would have been swimming in the ocean at that temperature. But, it's kind of a little colder now for me. It's been a few years.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. She canceled skating, so she'll be here. Hoorah! It's too cold. Who wants to be skating at negative 50? Jeez Louise.
Inside or out.
So, I've been doing a deep dive into a few things, and I really don't want to go too much into it until I get all my ducks in a row. But, when you ask a question and the answers, look into it yourself, you'll find the answers. That's what you do. And that's what I've been doing. And I'm going to tell you guys, it is disgusting. And it's all on this human tea, child tea. And it's been going a long time. A long, long, long time. I can tell you that right now. And you probably won't be as surprised to find out who it. Just a little heads up, and then I'm going to quit talking about it because, like I said, I want to get all my I's dotted and my T's crossed. But there's an elite tea trafficking, and there's regular tea going on. And I want you to know that this is $180 billion, yes, $1 billion business. So I looked up the figures. I got that right. And you know all I can say after I got finished watching what I have been watching for the last, I bet I've done 12 hours into this. There's a fiery furnace for these people. And I don't know if it's hot enough. That's all I can say. And the people that are involved.
At this point, I think hell would be a retreat for them.
Right. In fact, the reason they're still alive is because the devil don't want to give up his seat.
Right.
You know, it's incredible. The things that I've heard, the things that I've learned, the things, and well, here, let me go into a little bit here. How many people in here had a family member that was a Freemason? Freemasons are, it's a big group.
Yeah.
I mean, you got your Freemasons, and then you have your Shriners. Then you have other people like the Odds Fellow League is a part of the Freemasons. You've got the Jesters. You've got, it's unbelievable. And in this Freemason thing
Illuminati.
is the Illuminati. And who do you think is in that group of people? Well, you know, the Rothschilds are in that. A lot of the presidents are in that. The Rockefellers are in that. It's a big thing. It's a big network. That's all I can say at this moment. It's a big network. And
there's big names that we don't even recognize.
Yes.
That has flown under the radar for umpteen years.
I don't know if anyone recognizes the name. I'm not even going to say it right, but it's Orsani, Orasani.
Something like that, yeah.
That family is every bit as wealthy as the Rothschilds. And I thought, I've never even
actually, from my understanding, the Rothschilds and the Rockefellers are falling down the scale a little bit.
Well, that's because somebody else has taken over the biz, picked up on it, and carried on. But
the more money, the more power.
I'm going to tell you guys, when I look at a business, it's 180 billion. And I see names like that. Yeah. 180 billion a year. Now, we are missing, I said 300,000 children. No, we are missing 800,000 children in the world a year. 300,000. Wrap your head around that one. But in the United States, we're missing 359,000. Okay.
It's almost half.
This is to be continued because I will have my facts straight and everything when I get ready to let y'all know.
You know,
It's crazy.
not trying to make light on it, but it just surprises me because we have a lot of spoiled, entitled children. And you would think that they wouldn't be able to control them. I mean, good for them, the kids. You know what I'm saying? So what happens to those that they can't control?
There
They
you
don't
go.
send them back home.
No, there you go. I watched an interview with someone and they said, you don't make it out after 11. So think about that.
11 years old.
Right. And MK Ultra is all over this stuff, guys. It is all over because they got to control them. They need the little robot. They need them controlled.
Right.
But I could just go on and on and on and on and on about it for hours. The thing that I really want to stress is that I am doing a deep dive on this, and I'm going to have facts and everything to go with it, and I'm going to tell you everything that I've learned. But I'm telling you right now, it is deep, and it's dark, and it's evil, and it's black. And if you worship a half goat and the one with horns and its name starts with Baal, yeah, there you go. There you go. I mean, don't do your bowing down to a half goat person. It just don't work. But like I said, when I get it all together and I get all of my facts, then we're going to come on here and I'm going to be ready to throw it all out there, and y'all are going to be shocked. I mean, $180 billion makes the drug business look cheap.
Yeah. Yeah. Definitely.
And this is global. This is not just, it's global. It's worldwide. They tee them in here. We tee them out there. It's disgusting. And like I said, there's not a hot enough place for them. You know, that's the way I look at it. I mean, these are innocent. These are the innocent.
Maybe the core center of the earth.
I don't even think that's hot enough for them. I want to watch them melt, but I want them to be alive long and forever to endure their melting. I'm sorry. I just, you just don't mess with the innocent.
No.
I'm sorry. You don't. You don't. And,
I mean, can you just imagine, like, when this all started? Like, do you call up and be like, hey, Jack, what do you think about a 5-year-old? I can get you to her for $5,000. I mean,
Tom Hanks was on Saturday Night Live. Was it this week?
Yeah, it was on Sunday. The special.
It was?
The special.
Okay, well, I got news for you about him. He's not even a United States citizen anymore. He gave up his citizenship so he could become a citizen of Greece. Because his hands are all over it too.
Oh yeah.
I mean, you just can't hide. Don't think you can. This world is too small for you to hide.
Yeah.
You might hide for a few years. Remember that, what was that guy's name? I didn't even watch it. That one guy, what was his name? Einer Wolf or Einer. The one that killed his wife and put her in a trunk, or his girlfriend, and then he ran. He was an activist, and then he ran, and he went to Sweden, and we were trying to get him back and trying to get him back, and Sweden happened to be one of those places that they didn't extradite, and finally we got him back, and I think his name was Ironhofer. Um, and I don't read. Okay, well, let me just say I know how to get this.
That's despicable, KMM. But I mean, that whole I mean, I wanted to watch it, and it's recorded, but it's just it's just a bunch of woke crap. Just by you saying that. Yeah, I bet it was. It's not, the show's not even funny anymore.
I remember the old one. That was the best one.
With Gilda Radner,
I loved Gilda Radner.
Rosanna Dana.
Yep. If it ain't one thing, it's another. Yep.
Yep. That's when it was good.
I can't find it right now, but when I find it, I will. I think his name was Iron Huff or Iron. Anyway, it happened years ago. It was in the 70s, and he ran off to make sure he was at a place that they wouldn't extradite him. And guess what? He was free for about 20 years, and we got him back. And he's sitting right now in Florence.
Well, you know, they always make that mistake, and they want to come back for some stupid reason.
Oh, we hauled him back. We went to Sweden and hauled him back. Brought him back in chains.
Well, good.
And you know what? He deserved it. Don't think you can go up there. And his wife was in shock. He was already remarried and everything. It's like, dude, your past will catch you.
Yes, it will. If you've done bad things, it will catch up to you. That's for sure.
Especially, you can't run. There's not a far enough place in the world you can run. And you know, if you think you ran and you got away with it, and on your dying bed, you think you got away with it.
I mean, look at this.
Nah.
Anybody that, because I really don't watch TV that much. I mean, I watch streaming.
I do too.
But if you watch like the CSI and the FBI shows, they have cells all over the world. We have FBI agents that live like in Istanbul.
Yeah.
Places you would never think. You know?
Yeah.
And to me, I was thinking, is that kind of like us policing the world?
Well, we've been trying to
Do
for
they
many
want
years.
us there?
I think we've tried to police the world for many years, and I think that's a lot of our problem. It's like we need to keep our nose in our own business. You know, but we can't have people out there plotting against us either. So,
well, that's also, you know, just like our military bases. We have military bases all over the world.
But they shut down however many in the United States. We had a base out here and they shut it down. And you know, I'm going to tell you, you can't make this up. When they shut it down, they go and they lock the doors and they leave. And they leave everything in it. Everything. Computers, everything. Food, everything. They just go and lock the doors and say it's closed. That's it, whatever. And whoever buys it gets everything that's in it.
Well, we had Selfridge, and it was all four military, and they just shut it down.
Yeah, just lock the doors. Goodbye. Whatever's in there, that's tax-paying money, and we don't need it anymore. So you can do whatever you want to with whatever's in there.
Right. Crazy. It's
Yeah, it
absolutely
is crazy. It is crazy. That's, I mean, you talk about there's so many places that our money is going to that is frivolous. You know,
Right.
I wish I had that kind of money in my bank account that I could just go anywhere, open up something. If I don't like it, I'll just shut it down and say, you guys can have it, I'm gone,
Right.
and go do something else. I mean, it just doesn't work that way.
Right.
It is a waste, you know, KMM, and nobody ever tells us. They don't tell us when they take the money out of our bank account, out of our paycheck. I mean, they just yank it. They just pull it out of our check, and they don't tell us where it goes.
Well, I can tell you $6.6 million went towards lobster tails.
And I don't even like lobster.
6.5 million went towards ribeye steaks. 400,000 went towards Alaskan king crab. This is what they spent money on, folks.
Well,
Millions.
you know what? That's just, I just can't even get over it. I'm just in shock. You know, I'm just in shock. Everybody works too hard to just throw this. We might as well just throw it in the fireplace and watch it burn.
Right. Exactly.
Well, didn't what's his face, that drug lord from Colombia that did the there was the cocaine guy? Didn't he use his money because his wife and him were cold, so he just set it on fire in the fireplace
Yeah.
to keep warm? I mean, come on, you got that much money, you can just set it on fire and keep warm.
You know, I just have to say this. A week or two ago here in Detroit, it was in the city, Detroit. And it just thinking back on $13,000 for a cup of coffee. Two children froze to death in their parents' vehicle because they were homeless.
It's horrible.
And the city let them down because she had called several places and they never called her back. $13,000 for a cup of coffee. And these two little kids, they were like 5 and 6 or 7. Excuse me. And they froze to death in their parents' vehicle with their other two siblings. The two siblings are living, but the two little ones passed away. And we're spending $13,000 for a cup of coffee.
You know what? That breaks my heart because that's horrible. We can't take care of our people. And I mean, well, okay. North Carolina, you know how much trouble they've been having, and it's been horrible. And the Amish were the ones that had to go up there and build little houses for them to keep them warm.
You know, my son had a good point.
Couldn't.
My son had a good point. He said they've wasted so much money. Do you realize they could have given every person in America $1 million?
Yeah.
And said, there you go. There's your $1 million. Spend it wisely.
Mhm.
Hang on to it. Save it. Spend it. Do what you want with it. But here's $1 million.
Well, a lot of them got $1 million out of it. It just wasn't us.
Well, they got millions.
Yeah. Yeah. You know who's in deep water right now?
Oh, I can only imagine.
AOC's in deep water because you know what? She's harboring an alien. And Tom Holman said, you know what? Anyone caught, I don't care who you are, I don't care what position you're holding, if you're caught harboring an illegal, you're going to jail.
Bye-bye, AOC.
Well, unless she got rid of them in a hurry. Oh, guys, you're going to have to go now because I might go to jail. I doubt it. I think she's one that would push it.
Well, isn't her brother / husband illegal?
I don't know.
I thought he was. I thought that's why she married him.
Oh, I don't know. I know. Oh, I know that's Omar did her brother.
Oh, Omar.
Yeah,
Okay.
Omar
I
married
thought
her
it was
brother.
KOC. My apologies.
Yeah, Omar married her brother and then divorced and then married the other guy again. But just to keep him here, yep, she did. She did. And I don't know if you've ever seen, but it's a lot. If the immigrant, if they come in to check you out to find out, they want to make sure your brushes are next to each other. I mean, they're looking at everything. Are they sleeping in the same bed? Are their toothbrushes next to each other? This going on? Is that going on?
How
To
long have
show
they
that
been
you guys are
living
really a
together?
couple. Yeah, are you really together? Well,
Right.
somebody really knew how to pull that one off, huh? Maybe it's
Well,
Shadow.
I'm sure through the years they've learned, you know,
This
because
is
I mean, think about it. How many people did marry their brother or uncle or aunt or sister?
Well, I knew a guy. I think it was in Missouri that married a goat. I'm serious. It really is true. He married a goat, and when he died, the goat got everything. He was in the will to get everything.
Well, people do that with their pets too.
Yeah, but this one married a goat. I didn't know you could even marry a goat,
I
but
didn't either.
I don't think that's fair because you know what? That goat doesn't like you. That goat's looking over going, you got to be kidding me. Is this what
But
I'm hearing?
maybe the goat was, and used to call him baby.
Right? Oh my God. Can you imagine?
Oh,
Oh God. I mean, you just can't make this stuff up.
no,
You
no,
just
you
can't
can't.
make this stuff up. And it's just unbelievable. I look back and I think I can't be shocked. And then I am.
Right,
You
right. There's always something to pull you back in to be like, you can't make this stuff up.
they
You
did
just
it.
can't.
They did it. I want to know how that minister kept a straight face. Dearly beloved, we're here to unite Bill and his goat.
But the goat probably had a name. It probably was named Petulia or something, or Betty.
Anyone against this union, speak now or forever hold their peace. And there was probably no one there.
Well, maybe her relatives might have been there, but I don't think a bah would count.
No, they were sitting back going, "This is bad, bad."
And he was saying, "See, they're all for it. They're all for it."
Yeah, I talked goat. They said go for it.
He was probably a shepherd of some sort.
I don't know. I don't know. I just know that he was from
Okay,
Missouri.
so but what was wrong with him that he couldn't find a woman? I mean, there's a woman out there for every man.
There is.
So what was wrong with him that
He was
he had to go to a goat?
he was attracted to that goat.
Look, I've had many dogs in my life and I thought they were cute and cuddly and I loved them to death, but I wasn't going to marry them.
You were going to marry him? We're talking about Bill married his goat.
Not even my big
Sure.
boy Dakota. I had a shepherd. I had a king shepherd. He was 130 pounds.
And you weren't attracted to it?
He was a pretty dog.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, no.
I'm sorry.
I couldn't control him.
You couldn't control it.
That's just a joke, you guys. I don't try to control
That was
people.
hilarious. I loved it. No.
No, but seriously, I couldn't control him. I had to lock him away when people came to the house. Hello, Clyde.
Oh, what are you ladies doing?
We're talking about marrying a goat.
That's not my kind of conversation.
Well, he was very attracted.
There was a joke in Wyoming, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Because she called him baby.
And all of the audience said, "This is bad." He's cracking up. I'm telling you, you just can't make this stuff up. KMM said, "Hi, Clyde." Hello.
You can't
make this up. No matter how you look at it, how you slice it and dice it, it's not right. We know it's not right. You just don't do it.
But
Period. The end.
Though maybe I should have married Dakota because he was a good protector.
Was he a good fighter? He was just like
lazy. He laid around and expected me to take him for walks.
You know, I almost feel like that's animal abuse because there's another goat that would have, there was a Billy Goat Gruff out there that would have liked to be with her.
Ew.
I know. I just bring it up because I don't know where people's brains are at. Where is your mindset? You know? Are you the troll under the bridge or what?
Yeah, I don't know.
Who's walking on my bridge? Bill and Clarissa, the goat. They're walking along. I don't know. Petunia, the goat.
Petunia
the goat, and Jonathan the human, and they lived happily ever after.
Okay.
No, I don't believe it.
So if he got mad at her, did he just kill her and eat her?
You know, there's a thought. I think he died before she did. She got the farm. She bought the farm.
Well, she gave the milk.
You guys, that is it's just not right. I'm sorry, it's just not right. And where is your mind at that point? How
can't be normal.
How do you tip over into that?
Well, that's what I'm saying. You can't be normal at that point.
No.
You can't.
Maybe you're a reptilian. I don't know, but in a former life, maybe he was a goat. I don't know, but I'm going to tell you this. It's wrong.
Maybe the last laugh is on us because maybe he was an alien and could shapeshift into a goat.
Maybe. I don't know, but you hear these kind of stories and you think,
right.
Okay, so for us old people, that grew up on the Electric Company and Sesame Street, the original Sesame Street, the good one. We used to, they used to do this song and they said, one of these things just doesn't belong here. Can you tell me which one? You send your funny video to cattyconnie@gmail.com. And you got 2 more weeks because we thought, oh, these guys are fast. They'll get it going. And we got some, and we got some quick ones, but we got a lot of letters that said, you can't do this. So, mhm.
Said it wasn't
So
fair.
we
So,
yeah.
yeah.
It's gonna be good. I'm gonna be giving away a few hats, but this is the first one. Um, it's gonna be fun. We're gonna do some fun stuff here, guys. I did KMM.
Oh,
I was
and
gonna
he
bring
is
that up.
so. Oh my gosh, he is so adorable.
KMM, I'm gonna tell you something, and you know, okay, so my grandfather, I think it was my grandfather said it, but maybe it was my dad bringing it down from my grandfather. I'm not sure, but I'm going to use this phrase. That child will never, ever, ever cause you 1 ounce of trouble. And you can put that in your pipe and smoke it, because it's the truth. That child will never cause you or anyone else an ounce of problems. I thought, I mean, that was coming to me the minute I saw those pictures. I thought, this child is almost angelic, if he isn't angelic.
Well, Ellie Mae had everybody fooled.
Oh no, Ellie Mae is good. She's funny.
He had everybody fooled over the
She's funny. She's funny.
Over the weekend, she went up to the baby and she's stroking his fingers, petting his shoulder, and then went and gouged his face.
Oh my God. Well, you know what? She's little. She doesn't know he's for real.
I know. She's learning. She's doing very well considering
he's not real right now.
Considering the age. You do have to cut her some slack. You know?
Right?
And she is used to being the only one around. So, but
she's cute. I think she's cute. But yeah, KMM.
Yeah, he's adorable.
He is. I just, in fact, I'm going to tell you, when I looked at his picture, and you guys are going to think I'm crazy anyway, so I'm just going to tell you right out. But when I looked at his picture, I heard harps, and believe me, I wasn't listening to harps. I was listening to something else on some court case. But I heard harps, and I was looking around going, Yep.
And when she saw Eliana's picture, she heard ZZ Top.
No. When I saw Eliana, I heard
I'm kidding. I love my granddaughter.
I
love all of my grandkids.
She is so funny. She's funny. And you know what? There is nothing wrong with that. I'm sure that KMM's grandson does some pretty funny things too.
Oh, I'm sure. They're so cute.
Yeah, see? There you go.
Yeah, they do. They do funny things. And you know the one I love? I love when they're doing this and staring right at you. And then their hand is like this. And it's like, no.
I know they tempt you, don't they?
Don't do it.
Don't do it. Don't do
it. Like, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, they're too cute.
I had a son.
And then they grow up.
I still have a son, but my son was just, when he got just old enough to reach up on the stove, I said, don't do that. You're going to burn yourself. and I swatted his hand. Don't do that. You're going to burn yourself. And he reached out. I mean, you could have beat this kid till his hand was red, and he was going to do it come hell or high water. It only took once.
Yep, yep.
Yeah.
You know, when my older son was little, when he was first learning to talk, I would be like, "Don't do it." Like, you want a spanking? And he'd go, "No, ouch." Yeah.
You know, it's amazing. You sit there and you look at strong-willed children, strong-willed children, and you think every child is different. And I learned with both of mine were different. And I learned with my son that a spanking didn't matter to him. Okay? Because it only hurt for a little while. But if
That
I
was
took
my
his
younger son.
Nintendo,
That was Earl. It didn't matter
took
what.
his Nintendo, or we took the car to the TV where he didn't have any TV. Oh, that was the worst punishment in the world. He'd be
I
like,
never did that. I never thought to do that, to take the
Oh.
Nintendo away.
Clyde used to hide the card. And the daughter was smart enough to find the card. Look what I found. And she'd plug it in and they'd be watching TV. They just never thought to unplug it when he got home.
So did anybody win the video thing?
No, we extended it because I got some emails that people were wanted, feel like they had enough time. Go ahead and go over it again, Linda.
If you want to send in your videos, we're extending it 2 weeks. So it will be February. No, that takes it into March. No, it'll be, yeah.
Does it go to March?
28th is, no, that's the 28th is next Friday. Not this Friday, but next Friday.
Yeah, so it'd go into March 3rd would be the announcement.
Okay, if that's what you want to do. You have until midnight, February 28th, 11:59. We'll give you a whole week and a half.
Yeah.
To get your videos in. Funniest videos can't come off of the internet. They have to be something. It can be an animal. It can be a human. It can be a neighbor. It can be anything. And send it to cattyconnie@gmail.com.
And the people that have already sent one, if you want to send another one, you can do that. Or you can just leave it the way it is. It's all up to you.
You're welcome.
Got some good ones.
And you're welcome to send in as many as you like.
Right. All right, guys. It's that time.
I got here just in time.
To say goodbye.
It's time to say goodbye.
It's that time. So we'll see you tomorrow. We'll be on the deportation bus. We're gonna roll on out.
We love you.
Have a great evening.
Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe if you're not a subscriber.
Yep. Make sure you hit the like or way out the door.
Thank you for sharing your time with us. We appreciate each and every one of you.
Thank you.
Have a great night, you guys. Safe, great night.